Alecia Stringer here, and I'm here with Derinda, and we are going to talk about not the Taste Police, we were just talking about Pampered Chef. She's a Pampered Chef rep, and so I'd like to thank you for doing this interview today.
You're welcome.
And welcome you here to our blog, to a Success Stream blog. And today we're going to talk about a little bit about Pampered Chef. Can you tell us a little bit more about the company and how long it's been around and everything?
It started in 1980. Doris Christopher, she was a home economist, and she decided that people could not get quality products at home. She was buying products for her friends that she could get, and so she decided that she wanted to stay home with her kids but needed to make a little extra money, so she started Pampered Chef. And it's just grown, and that was in Chicago. And it has grown. We're in several countries now, and so.
Great.
Yeah.
That's exciting to see how the companies have started and where they came from.
Mm-hmm.
And it's been successful for so many years.
Yes, it has.
Great.
Yeah, they're multi-million-dollar. In fact, we were bought out several years ago by Berkshire Hathaway, by Warren Buffett, and he doesn't buy just anybody.
Right, that's great.
So
is it going? Have you seen more improvements since then?
just different, but it hasn't really changed a tremendous amount.
Okay.
So
Because he knows how it's stable and
yes,
has been successful
yes,
and trying to keep the same change.
yes.
That's great.
Yeah.
Well, can you tell us about the products that you enjoy?
Yes. Of course, we have high-quality kitchen tools that we use, and we have like over 300 tools to pick from. And from high end to low end. But we try to keep refreshing our product all the time. Every 6 months we come out with new products. We just came out 1st of September with new products. And you can learn, Pampered Chef is not just for those people who love to cook and are gourmet cooks or anything. Helps them. You can do that. But I get more traffic from people who hate to cook.
Oh, funny.
Yeah. Mainly because it makes it easier on them. Because most people have to cook some.
Yeah.
And it makes it a whole lot easier for them if they have the right kitchen tools than just try to do it with, a few kitchen tools that are really hard, not good quality. It helps.
Oh, that's neat.
So, yes.
So people that are starting their kitchen and that hasn't had experience in cooking and really successfully use this product.
Yes.
That's
In
great.
fact, we do, I've done bridal showers with it, and it really works nicely. The way it works usually is people come, they buy for the person that's getting married, then they also purchase for themselves if they want to, and then on top of that, then they get all the host benefits.
Great.
So you can stock up a kitchen.
Great.
Yes.
That's
Yes.
exciting.
So good.
Great. And do you do a lot of those parties?
I've done some. Mainly what I've done is just your regular kitchen show or open house
Okay.
type. Kitchen show is where you have someone there and you cook right in front of them, showing them how to do everything. Some people, if they've been to a lot of shows, they have a lot of things, it's not so much important that you show them exactly how to do certain things anymore. So I do some open house. I usually have open house where basically most of it's already done when people get there.
Right.
And they just kind of come and go. They look to see what's out, especially when the new products come out. I try to have one so that I can show them all the new things. And then they just come eat, shop, and leave.
Right. Make it easy.
Yes, yes.
That's
So they
good.
don't have to stay a long time.
Great. That's exciting.
Mm-hmm.
Well, have you been able to see how the compensation works to get more people involved? Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Yes. We do have a program. You make 20% when you first start. And then after 15,000 in sales, you make 22%. Then to become a director, you have certain levels that you can hit. You can become a future director. But director level means that you have 5 people that you've helped start their business. And then you start getting what we call overrides. And basically, it's the money that you earn to help train those people.
Okay.
And so they give you a percentage of more. So you work up to, I think it's 35 to 40% maybe, I'm not sure, depending on what level you're at, because is the more people you get under you and the more directors you get under you, then you get to move up. So there's several different levels you can hit.
All right, great. Have you been able to see some of that and what you've done, or?
I have had people under me before, and you know, it's nice to have that because you see how they do, and they enjoy it. And of course, I've been doing this 16 years.
Great.
So, you know, it's kind of, I've seen the company change and do some different things, and it's continually evolving, and they're trying to make it the best that they can. So they've changed some things to help improve Pampered Chef and our products and how they structure the system for moving up and different things.
Right, because you want to make it more of a team effort to help those people instead of, here you go, good luck.
Yes, no. And they don't encourage that because you won't be successful if you do it that way.
Right, it's people have, they see the leaders do it and be able to get that mentorship under you is so key.
Yes.
Great. Have you had great mentorship with it?
Yes, I have. My director is in Indiana, so I have met her before, but don't get to talk to her a lot, but we have talked on the phone and what have you, so we do. But we also have what we call hospitality, and that's where another director takes you in to help you. And so there's another director who lives in Rockwall that I go to her meetings, and it come to find out when she told me who it was, I went to high school with this person.
Oh, exciting!
So yeah, so I already knew her. So they're real helpful too.
Good.
And you know, it helps to have that because you're not going to have everybody where you are. So if you could have, and they know that too because they need somebody else to help have hospitality for the people that live away from them. So most people are will work with you a lot.
Good, because there is a big difference when you have someone local and you're working with somebody in another state or in a different location, and you need that personal hand when you're starting off and getting that going. Knowing how this works, come here and show me. And or the video or however you can learn. It's great.
And we do have, to get into Pampered Chef, we have 2 different packages you can do. There's a $159 package, which you get way over $300 worth of things, and all the things that you need to start your business. Then there's also the $80 package, and a lot of people who already have a lot of Pampered Chef things tend to gravitate more than that because if you've got a lot of what you already need, you don't need the bigger package. But
okay. So you recommend getting the bigger package to start with for most people? Yes,
probably for most people. If you don't have very much of the Pampered Chef, then I would suggest the $159 would be the better. You know, but you can kind of look to see what's in each package and decide what's best for you.
This seems pretty reasonable with moms nowadays, and all the products they get. It seems like a pretty good value to get started.
Yes, it is. It's really good. And you know, you only have to do so many shows to be able, you know, if it just doesn't work for you, you can quit. You keep all the things. So you don't have to send them back.
Good.
But,
yeah, it seems like an easy transition. How many shows are recommended for a new person?
They really recommend, if you really want to kick off a good business, to do 2 shows a week. But it's very flexible. You can do 2 shows a week. Is more almost like a full-time. It's not exactly, but you will, it's not undoable. I mean, there are people who do 20 shows a month. But that is definitely a full-time job. But there's some people, you know, if you do 2, you're going to get recruits. You're going to have the sales that you need to keep everything up, and that's what they tell you. Now, there's some people who want to do it part-time. If you want to do 1 show a week, that's fine too. And then there's what we call the hobbyist. And that's the person who just does a show here and there. That just kind of, they like all the Pampered Chef products. They want to be able to get them all. But they just don't have the commitment so far as to get into the business end of it. And so I've kind of worked through all different phases in my career.
Sure, it kind of goes in with where you are and your how you are and your lifestyle too. And I see that people have a hard time knowing how to do the business and how to get those 2 shows when they only know a limited number of people. And they're like, okay, but I already tapped everybody I know. What do I do next?
Yes, and that's where the training helps to come in with this. Is obviously you're going to use the people that you know to get your first shows.
Right.
And usually they recommend that you try to get 6 people at the beginning, and to try. And you'll sit down and work out a list, because it's amazing. People say, well, I just don't know that many people. But it's amazing how many people's lives you really do touch. You're not just thinking about your best friends.
Yeah.
That you're thinking about everybody that you're in contact with.
All your acquaintances.
Yes. And then after that, then it's amazing how you'll see that people at those shows will want to have shows. So even if you only had one person for each show, you're going to have enough. It'll keep growing, because then they'll have somebody, and then they'll have somebody. Whereas usually, especially when I first started, I was getting 3-4 shows off of one show.
Oh, cool.
So, but at that time, of course, hardly anybody where we were living had heard of Pampered Chef 16 years ago.
Right, since it was just starting in momentum, starting a company.
Yes.
That's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm so glad you got to have experienced how the company has started and grown and seen momentum, and how it's been so stable for so long.
Yes,
that's exciting.
It has.
Do you have any advice you'd like to share with people that are wanting to get started or learning about the company?
Yes. Obviously, you need to find someone. You can call the company, and they will put you in contact with someone who's close to you. You can call me if you wanted to, and that's and I do have a website.
Great.
That
I'll post that
you
for
can
everybody.
go. Okay. But yes, you can get started, and it's very easy. And then you sign a contract agreement to it's very simple and easy. And then you get your things, and it's like Christmas when you get your boxes in, because you'll open it all up and you'll think, oh, wow. Yes. And sometimes it can be overwhelming, but the more you put into it, the more you get out of it.
That's right. That's with anything you have to do in life.
And it's what we said. It's flexible, but it's not optional.
That's right.
You do have to work some.
That's right.
You don't have to work all the time. You can work it around your schedule, but you have to work some.
Right.
Yes.
Encouraging. You do need to work this business.
Yes. Yes.
And be serious about it. Some people say, oh, this is a fun hobby,
Yeah.
and it can really seriously be a good business is profitable for people to make a living from.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's great.
Because there are plenty of people, that's how they make their living, is through Pampered Chef, and do a good job.
That's exciting.
Yes, there's some people who make at least 5 figures a month.
Good. Yeah.
They're the top people, but
right.
they do a big business, especially the ones who've been in it for a very, very long time.
Yeah, like you've experienced,
Yes.
gone through different phases as well.
Yes.
That's great. Yeah, so can someone's being started right now, is it possible for them to make the 5 figures a month?
Not at the beginning. You would have to work all the time, and I'm not sure you could do that. To get, obviously, the more money, you're going to have to get people under you.
Right.
To do that. So
they work hard to get people under them and focus on that, and they can start making that 5 figures.
But in this economy, there are plenty of people out there looking for something to do to make money.
Yep.
And so it's a good thing.
Yeah.
And I have enjoyed it thoroughly.
Oh, that's great.
And you meet a lot of good people, and you make a lot of friends through the years that I still keep in contact with. So.
Oh, that's great. Keeps a long-lasting relationship, even though through business and what you do. And enjoy.
Yes.
Put it all together.
Yes.
That's great. Yeah. Well, I'm so glad you were able to do this with me, and I'm sure everybody else will be able to share and enjoy the knowledge that you have from doing it so long, and being able to know that it's possible for someone to, brand new to get started, and what they need to do to enjoy this business, but yet take it long term and be serious about it. That's great. Thank you so much today, Derinda.
You're welcome.
Have a great day.
Thank you. You too.